This week we're looking at which fast food restaurant has the best value menu. I'll be ranking 3 of the biggest fast food chains in the categories of variety, taste, and value. First up, it's time to live mass with Taco Bell's Cravings menu. Here's everything from the Cravings value menu at Taco Bell. I haven't had a lot of this before because I haven't had a lot of Taco Bell before. Now, this is everything that they had available right now. Unfortunately, we are missing the crispy chicken soft taco, the mini quesadilla, and the cheesy roll-up, which apparently are all currently sold out. So what can you do? So we have the cinnamon twists, the nachos, the French fries, the chicken nachos, which comes with a nacho cheese sauce, and the 3 Cravings burritos, which is a beefy nacho one, a spicy chicken one, and a double cheesy black bean one. We'll start with all these small things here, starting with, I suppose, the French fries. Now, I have got these delivered, so they're not as fresh and hot as they could be, but they seem all right, they seem all right. I really like these French fries. They've got that nice paprika-y, cumin-y seasoning on them. Quite a small bag though, and from the value menu, £1.99. So they could stand to be a little bit cheaper, I think. Next, what I think they're most known for is this bag of nacho chips, which is £1.99 as well. For nacho chips, and not many of them, that's quite a lot of money. Should we try them? Again, I don't think I've really had these all that much. They've got a good seasoning on them, but unless you buy all of the sauces and the sides with it, which technically don't count as part of the Cravings value menu, they're just a little bit bland. Now for these 3 chicken nachos and this nacho cheese sauce, which, I'm sorry, that does look good. I love a nacho cheese sauce. I'm excited to try this. But yeah, 3 chicken nachos, as they're called. Sort of like chicken nuggets, I guess. $2.79 though, with the cheese. It's not great, but let's try. They're flat Mexican chicken nuggets, and they do have a little bit of a kick to them, which is quite nice. The nacho cheese sauce goes hard on these. I quite like them, but 3 for $2.79 I don't really like. But having said that, it's not an awful price when it comes to fast food these days, right? Next up, we've got to go with the burritos. I don't know which one each is. They don't really say. But they're meant to write the number of which one it is on there. But of course they never do. So we'll just learn what it is as we bite into it, I suppose. Go with this one. That's definitely chicken. Now I should point out each of these, all 3 of them cost £2.49. Yeah, this one is definitely chicken. It's supposed to be a spicy chicken burrito. There's our inside. Honestly, the overwhelming taste I'm getting here is sour cream. Okay, you bite a bit further in, and you have the chicken there, but it's not particularly nice chicken. They did circle this one. This is the black beans one. I'm assuming they circled this one because it's technically vegetarian, right? See, I love black beans. And this. I can get behind this. It's got the nacho cheese in there. It's got the black beans in there. It's got a bit of rice in there. I think this is really, really nice. And for £2.49, put it like this. If you go somewhere like Pret, you buy one of their wraps, they're like £6.50, and they're just as filled as these. They're okay, they're not great. Paying about £3 to £4 less, and you get this. I think it's pretty good, which makes this final one the beefy nacho burrito. Here's our interior. It's a bit of their spiced ground beef and cheese. That's pretty much it. It is a darn sight better than the chicken one. The chicken one, I don't know, I just think that chicken is a bit funky tasting. This is definitely good, but I think the black bean tops it. I think what these wraps are missing is like a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of onion, just a bit more veg to go in them, and maybe that's why I like the black bean one so much, but I just think those black beans have a much better, much tastier taste to them, really. Finally, at £1.49, we have the cinnamon twists. This is not what I thought they were. These are like crisps. I don't know what I thought they were. Sort of, I guess, a dough. I'm not sure how I feel about these. They're a bit savoury with the cinnamon, and it's clashing a little bit. I don't know, they're okay. I wouldn't buy them again. They're just odd. I don't know if you like these, let me know, but I just think they're a little bit odd. So that's Taco Bell. Couple of things I couldn't get. Value, all of that. Wait, hold on a second. It's gonna be loads more interesting if we show all of the scores at the very end of the video. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see how finger-licking good KFC's Kentucky Savers are. Here's almost everything from the Kentucky Savers menu at KFC. I don't know if they just haven't updated the website because there's no section to choose Kentucky Savers. I've just ordered everything that is still around. Unfortunately, things like Oreo Crush'ems and Aero milkshakes are no longer there for whatever reason. Also, none of them do the small popcorn chicken which was on the Kentucky Savers menu. So I've just got what we've managed to get, and we'll go through it all. I reckon fries are a good place to start. Now these £3.19. That's all we get. That's all I get for £3.19. I think that is disgraceful, but let's try. They're kind of like salt and pepper. I will say, taste-wise, these aren't half bad. Next up is the one-piece original recipe chicken, £2.79. I'm kind of glad they gave me a drumstick because I do love a drumstick, and I haven't had original recipe KFC in a long time, so excited and happy to try this. I feel like these used to be £1.50, £2 for one piece. Now it's £2.79, so I don't feel, yeah. I mean, it's fried chicken, and it's good fried chicken. It's juicy, tender, and succulent on the inside. We move on to the two hot wings, which were £2.49, which I find mad because they were much cheaper when I did my cheapest food at fast food restaurants video with Pepe a while back. Two hot wings for £1.19, which I think is a pretty good deal. They've clearly gone up in price in the last year, which isn't great. We'll try. I'm happy I've got KFC today, guys. I really am. What can I say? KFC is good. And the hot wings are as nice as I remember them. The mini fillet next, a singular mini fillet, and it's tiny. For £2.59. I'm not liking the prices here, but let's try. You can't go wrong. It's good, it's tender, the flavour's there, there's no bones that get in your way. KFC are great when it comes to that kind of thing. Their chicken is good. So now we have the mini fillet burger and the flamin' mini wrap. Both of these, and again, I think it's despicable, £3.99 for each. So both of these, £8 altogether. Seeing as we just had the mini fillet though, let's try it in burger form. Seems to be, they've just added a bit of mayo, a bit of lettuce, and of course bread. The mayo helps because mayo will always help everything. It's quite nice to have it in a burger, to be honest. I can say what I want about the prices. This tastes great. Now before I move on to the wrap, I know that a lot of you often get worried and complain about all the processed and junk food that I eat. I just want to give you a little PSA that I do not eat like this all of the time, obviously. I eat very well. So to counter anyone's comments of me not eating very well, here's an entire unedited clip of me eating a banana. Subscribe. Yeah, that's right guys, like 60% of you, 65% of you aren't subscribed, so subscribe to the channel. Let's try this flaming mini wrap thing. Again, I think it's literally this, but in wrap form. This is better than this. This has got cheese in it, and I think a little bit of that supercharger sauce thing they have, and a bit of lettuce. This is good. Also for $3.99, we have the barbecue chicken bites and the sweet chili chicken bites. Got a fork for these because they're very messy normally. Here's our sweet chili one, smothered in the sauce. Very good, very tasty. They're almost like large pieces of the popcorn chicken, but then coated and smothered in sauce, and the sweet chili's got a really nice kick to it. I like that a lot. Now let's finish up on the Kansas barbecue. Again, a lot of sauce added to it there, which I can't complain about at all. It's a really smoky barbecue sauce. I do think they might overfill these a little bit with sauce, but that does ensure a good, decent coating. and they are tasty. $3.99 for 4 bites though. Each of these is basically a pound because you get 4 in there. And now finally for £1.99, the KFC cookie, which I've never had. Smells really good though, very cinnamony. Let's, okay. So it's going to be a crunchy cookie. I prefer sort of a soft, chewy cookie, but never say never. Let's try it. Hey, if you like crunchy cookies, good for you. This is not my cup of tea. I don't like a crunchy cookie too much. So yeah, I don't rate this at all really. Tastes a little bit overbaked. Finally, will I be loving McDonald's Savers menu. Here's almost everything from the Saver menu at McDonald's, but I did manage to get all of this one this time. There's just 3 McFlurries which are in the fridge. So we have the French fries, the hamburger, the cheeseburger, the mayo chicken, the double cheeseburger, and the double chili cheeseburger. Lots of burgers. We'll start with the fries. For a small fries, £1.69. They've come cold, which is a shame. Nothing does beat an actual hot French fry from Macca's. The amount of times I've reviewed McDonald's fries now, I'm not going to say anything more about them. Right, there's got to be an order we try these in. I suppose we start with the mayo chicken. It looks all right actually. Well filled, large patty. Rarely get this. Let's try. If I had to describe this as a comparison, this is just a worse version of the mini fillet burger at KFC. Although it does come in at over £2 less, and this is £1.89. You're not paying loads for it, which isn't bad. Now for £1.69, we have the hamburger, has a single pickle, a couple of flecks of onion, and some tomato sauce and mustard in it. McDonald's burgers just have that taste, right? Not a bad taste, but not a good taste, just a familiar taste. What it is missing though is a bit of cheese, which it's your lucky day because for 20p more, you can get a cheeseburger. £1.89 for this. When I was a kid and I had a metabolism that was much better than my current metabolism, I would go to McDonald's, I would get a quarter pounder with cheese meal, a large fries, a large McFlurry, and 2 cheeseburgers. Let's taste. This is more of that familiarity that I was talking about. It's a decent burger and it's cheap as chips. Actually it's not, because the chips were 20 pence less. That was such a bad joke. We move on to the double cheeseburger. Look at it. Just smack an extra patty in there and another slice of cheese, and it's an extra 90 pence more at £2.79. From memory though, it's a pretty good burger. The extra patty and the extra cheese, and in fact 1 extra gherkin in there, does us a lot of favours. And finally, for our savoury section, we have the chili double cheeseburger for £2.89. For an extra 10 pence, it comes with a hot sauce and jalapenos. That has such a kick to it. For an extra 10 pence, it really makes this into a really nice burger. Not that this isn't bad at all anyway, but it's also under £3. So this is way less than the burger and the small wrap that you can get at KFC. A little bit more than the wraps that you get at Taco Bell, but it makes up for it in flavour. I don't know if this is here to stay, but if it is, please, yeah, keep it. Keep it, Macca's. Please do. Keep it. I like this a lot. Now finally, on the food menu at £1.69 each are the mini McFlurries, specifically the Smarties one, the Maltesers one, and the Oreo one. Now, I'm probably going to blow your minds here a little bit when I say I've never had the Oreo McFlurry. I specifically always get the Smarties McFlurry when I go. I just think it's the best. I don't know why. I just really, really like it. And these for mini, I feel like that's the perfect size. £1.69 for each of these. It's not bad at all. I love a McFlurry. I just love ice cream. Soft serve ice cream is one of the best things in the world. Also, you don't get anywhere near as many toppings with the mini McFlurries. But you get a good amount of ice cream. Maltesers next, and looks like we've got some mini Maltesers bit. Obviously we've got some mini Maltesers bits, but that's what we got. See, that's nice. Little sort of Maltesery clusters. Those are good. Finally, the Oreo McFlurry. So lots of crumbed up pieces of biscuit here. I don't mind an Oreo ice cream. There's no reason I've never had the Oreo one. I just never got around to it, I suppose. It tastes exactly how you expect. To be fair, they're all pretty darn good in their own right. Gotta love a McFlurry. Macca's, it's done all right here, I think. So let's break down the scores. All 3 had their merits, sure, but they each fell down on their own way too. First up, variety. Taco Bell were missing a few items, but there was a decent amount of variety on there, and if some items weren't sold out, there would be even more. It gets a 3.1. KFC, it's chicken, but we expect chicken and there's lots of different kinds of chicken. It is good variety there, giving that a 3.7. McDonald's are burgers and ice cream at the end of the day. Whilst there's a few different options of burgers or ice cream toppings, it is still just burgers and ice cream. I can't give it more than a 2.5. Taste. When it comes to Taco Bell, all I'd have again is the chicken nachos and the black bean burrito. Because of that, it does get a 2.3. With KFC, it's no surprise that I liked this a lot. Everything tasted great. It wasn't perfect and the cookie let it down, but even so, a happy 4.1. McDonald's, familiar. Despite being quite samey, every burger did offer something a little bit different. I'd happily give McDonald's a 3.4. Now finally, value. Taco Bell, 7 items for £13 at a fast food chain in 2025 isn't bad at all. We'll give that a 3.8. So with KFC, whether you want to argue there is no savers menu anymore or not, the fact stands that I bought what was previously on that exact menu, and it still came close to £30 for all of the items, 1.2. McDonald's, similar to Taco Bell, 9 items coming in at a little over £17. Not atrocious in this day and age, but 3.6. Our winner is McDonald's, scraping the win by 0.3 points. I'm a little disappointed, but despite lacking variety, you can't fault them on their taste, or most importantly, their value for money.